I'm back. Bonjour, friends. So, are you making a difference in your community or are you just standing by? Hello, my friends, and happy Tuesday evening. Cynthia here, and I am just coming from a library trustees meeting at our city hall here in Framingham. And I decided to have a conversation with you about community service. Again, are you making a difference in your community or are you just standing by? Are you one of the people who complain about everything that's wrong in your city and your town? Or are you one of the people who goes out there and makes a difference? Good evening, Stacy. Well, again, I am just coming from a board meeting. It was a public meeting. It was the City of Framingham joint meeting with the library trustee. Good evening, Jennifer. We are talking about making a difference in your community. And here's what happened. We have a vacancy on the board of library trustees here in Framingham, and we had about 9 people apply to fill that vacancy. So we had meetings with them at the library, but tonight was the night that all of the current library trustees, along with the city council members, we all got together and we voted for the person who would fill that vacancy. And it was such a difficult decision. It was difficult because everyone who applied, all of the applicants, they all qualified. They all truly wanted to serve. They all loved the library. They were all professional. They were all educated. They were all well spoken. They were all committed to giving back to their community. They were all active in their community. So it was so hard to pick just one person. And what was even more difficult was we had to say out loud who we were voting for. Friends, I felt so bad because once my name came up, each of the library trustees, we had to say who we were voting for. And it was so difficult. And then we had to vote a second time because 2 of the candidates had, one candidate had, I believe, 8 votes and the other one had 7. The other person had 7 votes. And we needed 11 votes because about 21 people were voting, the library trustees and the city council members. So we had to do it again. And I'm telling you, it was so difficult. So my question to you is, are you involved in your community? How are you involved in your community? Share with me in the comments. Or again, are you just one of those people who complain that the government isn't doing this? And some person said, why didn't you make a motion for a secret ballot? You have a point there. Well, I guess the procedure, it was already on the agenda. It couldn't have been secret. It had to be public. The public was there. But I felt so bad. Sheila Walker says, I volunteer at the neighbor's table once a month. It's a table where we feed people. Good for you, Sheila. Thank you so much for doing that. Again, all of the 9 people, they were highly educated. They were very well spoken. They were committed volunteers. Some of them even say one of them said that they were serial volunteers, meaning they continuously volunteer in their community. Let me go ahead and just, pardon me, friends, one moment. Let me just block this person who is making negative comments because we love to block. So that's what we're talking about here, my friends. We're talking about being involved in your community. It's 8:30 p.m. here in Framingham Eastern Time. Hubby is with the boys at Taekwondo, and I just came from City Hall. Before then, I cooked dinner, and then I left to play my part in my community, and that was helping select an individual who we voted on, who we think would be a wonderful addition to the board of trustees here in Framingham. And the library trustees, what do? We go over the budget, the programs. We work with the director just to ensure that everything is running smoothly as possible. I have been in public service for, I would say, since I was 19 years old in Miami. I always loved being a part of what was happening, whether it was local government or whether it was with nonprofit organizations. So tell me again in the comments, how are you involved in the community? As a mother, as a wife, as a single woman, how do you give back to your community? How do you ensure that your community's government and the organizations, that they are really serving the needs of the people? What do you do to get involved? Share with me in the comments. And that's what we're talking about tonight, community involvement. And I absolutely love it. But again, I just came from the meeting and woo, and the people, again, everyone, we kept saying to them, the trustees, we kept telling all of the applicants, if you are not chosen, please do not give up. Please join the Library Foundation, join some of the programs, volunteer in other areas, because all of the individuals who wanted to fill in the vacancy, they were all qualified and they all had a heart for service. So let's see what the comments are. Again, are you involved in your community or are you just standing by? Are you one of the people who simply complain? No, the government is doing this, the government is doing that, Or do you get involved? It's so much fun getting involved, and then you make friends, you meet like-minded people that you can bond and connect with. What else? There are so many benefits. You can volunteer at your children's school, whether you have children or not. You can be a part of the school committee. You can assist the teachers. When I first moved here in Framingham, even though I said I just lost my late husband, I was a widow. I said I was going to mind my business and not get involved. That didn't happen because community service is a part of who I am. I said, you know what, I'm just going to volunteer at my son's school. And I did that. I volunteered at his school, and then I just ended up helping more organizations and getting, involved in the government. And here I am today, an elected official here in Framingham. I am also the chair of the Women, Children, and Families Commission here. I was the vice president of the League of Women Voters here in Framingham. I'm so excited. It's like I love getting involved in what's going on here, where I live, where my family live, where my husband has his business, his law firm, where my son goes to school, where my grandson now goes to school. So tell me in the comments, are you a stand buyer or are you a doer? Let's see. I am a minister. I feel the homeless under the bridge. I preach to the homeless too. A lot of things for 15 years. I have a YouTube channel called Pastor Goolsby. Well, thank you very much. Friends, if you can see her comment, go ahead and check out her YouTube. But yeah, so what else is going on? Politics, the debate is going to happen. I should even be talking about politics, but I love politics, if you know me. The vice presidential debate is going to happen in a few minutes. So I am going to watch that. I love debates. I love to see people, to watch people debate and hear their oratory skills. I love it. So where are the ladies who love service and who love to get involved? How do you get involved in your community? Are you a virtuous woman? Do you give back? How do you give back? I'm a doer. Miss Jules says, I am a doer. I have a charitable organization for 15 years. I assist the less fortunate in the U.S. and the Caribbean. Thank you, Miss Jules. Share your website, please, or your social media handles. Four Seasons says, everyone needs to go out and vote. You love my blouse? Thank you. Actually, hubby picked this one for me. We were shopping in Aruba. We go to Aruba twice a year. It's our second home. And one of the boutiques, I'm always at one of my favorite boutiques there. And he was like, this is nice with the butterflies. You know, he likes crazy clothing with crazy designs. But I thought this one was cute. So I went ahead and picked this up. What else? Let's see. I'm looking for the ladies who give back to their community. I'm looking for the ladies who have nonprofit organizations. They volunteer. They are philanthropists. They give back. Ladies, thank you so much for your work, for your service. It is very important. That is what we're talking about tonight here. Let's see. Miss Jules says, Robinson Smiles and Hope Incorporated. Thank you for sharing. That's her organization. Yes. Someone says, I want to start back, but I have been overwhelmed surviving. Sending you blessings, misunderstood 80s. Sending you blessings of strength. Sending you blessings of strategies. May God give you strategies so that you are not overwhelmed and that you can do what you need to for yourself and for others. May you also receive all the resources that you need to make it happen. Okay? That's my prayer for you. Thank you, the J. Abraham. If you guys haven't noticed, I love to pray a lot. If you you can tell whenever I'm on live and someone has a problem, I'm always throwing a prayer. I love praying. I can pray for hours, but that's another story. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Okay, my friends, well, that's it. I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to share the meeting that I just came from and the difficult decision to pick one person, just one person. We could have only picked one person to join us on the Framingham Library Trustees, but so many, all of the candidates were so qualified and just with a servant's heart. And I wanted to share that with you to let you know that you should get involved in your community as well. There's an organization, there is a council member or the mayor or someone that can use your talents and your skills for a better quality of life for where you live. All right, my friends. So I am going to end it right here. Follow us on YouTube. We are growing. Thank you for subscribing and following us there. And that's it for now. Have a wonderful night. Bye.